Hey everyone, this is Nikachu, and I'm here with my brother to play in the Legacy Challenge. We're gonna see what Smuggler's Copter can do in Legacy. But before we get into that, we're gonna thank the ManaBase.com for being our sponsor. If you want to check out, Pauper Ponderings by Austin Hoy for all the latest and greatest Pauper decks that you can possibly think of for like $10, you go check out Pauper Ponderings at the ManaBase.com. And we have new patrons supporting me on Patreon. Absolutely love you guys. You guys keep one at a time. You want the Merfolk strategy guide and you want to support me. I absolutely love it. So we're gonna thank Kyle, Brumbell, and Fred for supporting me on Patreon. Thank you very much. So here's the deck that we're playing in Legacy. Pretty similar to, I think it's almost, very similar to what I played in Las Vegas. The last time you heard me talk about like Smuggler's Copter, by the way, in my playtesting was just catastrophically bad. I mean, I was running into a lot of like Grixis control decks online. I was just running into a lot of Grixis online, and I couldn't get through Baleful Strix, and I couldn't get through Kolaghan's Command, and it was every single time I had it, like I thought, why don't I have Harbinger of the Tides to at least bounce Delver of Secrets? Like for example, you can get Chalice of the Void on 1 on the board. But, if they have Delver of Secrets already on turn 1, they can just tempo you out with that damn thing. And then even if you play Smuggler's Copter, there's no guarantee that you can actually block this Delver of Secrets because of... I don't want to say Lightning Bolt or Fatal Push because that would get countered by Chalice, but it can still get removed. It can get countered or something like that. Whereas Harbinger of the Tides can be uncounterable through Cavern of Souls and Aether Vial. And I actually did have some success with Harbinger of the Tides. I made the semifinals of one of these Legacy challenges right before Grand Prix Vegas. But do you know what? There is a user, A, that has been tearing up Legacy online. He has tons of 5-0s, and he's playing Smuggler's Copter.
Cheater.
No, he's playing fairly. His name is John Kasari, and he's doing very well with Smuggler's Copter, and I don't like to disagree with results. And the results are that Smuggler's Copter is working for him, and I even played against him, and he destroyed me with Smuggler's Copter. Well, my Smuggler's Copter wasn't doing anything, of course. So I don't know, maybe I just need to play a lot more games. Maybe I'm just running into... I think I have just a very skewed perception of Legacy Online. My preparation probably wasn't that good. I just ended up playing against like very similar decks over and over and over again. Tons of Grixis Delver and nothing else. So Smuggler's Copter looked pretty underwhelming. But do you know what? In Grand Prix Vegas, this thing actually did a lot of work for me. It was great against the Death and Taxes decks, and it was just great overall, and it helped me a lot against Miracles. And you know what? I think it's good, and I'm just going to trust the results of John Kasari that this thing is awesome. Now, a lot of people ask, why are we playing with 4 Phantasmal Images in Legacy and 0 in Modern? Well, let me tell you, in Legacy, there are a lot more bigger creatures on our opponent's side of the board than there are in Modern. In Legacy, we got Reanimator bringing back Elish Norn and Iona and Grizzlebrand and that card that if you reveal it at the beginning of the game, it counters your spells unless you pay 1. We've got Sneak and Show with the Grizzlebrand and Emrakul, so like we can vial in this thing and copy one of those guys against... What else? Against any sneak attack deck, we can like vial in Phantasmal Image, copy like Emrakul, sack our board, but then when we attack back, they're completely done for. Against Dark Depths decks, we can copy the Merit Lage and block it, or at least copy it and then swing back for the win after that. So there's a lot of application to Phantasmal Image in Legacy. There's a lot of big creatures. I've copied like a bunch of Grave Titans out of Nithsvits, and that was fantastic. I just had tons of these zombies and Grave Titans on the board. Not so in Modern. In Modern, the best thing that we can copy are our own creatures, and it's pretty poor. It's pretty pathetic. We just might as well have like another Lord. And also in Legacy, at least we can copy our true name Nemesis, which is a bomb. So we can have more copies of this guy against Death and Taxes, for example, or just any deck that has trouble with true name Nemesis in the first place. So Phantasmal Image, that's why we have it as a 4 of here in Legacy. And there are a lot less application. Like also in modern, it's very vulnerable to Kolaghan's command. It's very vulnerable to walking ballista. It's very vulnerable. It's very vulnerable to fatal push. No matter how big of a creature you copy, you can still be fatal push. They don't need revolt. They just need to target it, and it's still a legal target. So Phantasmal Image is just trash in modern, and but very very strong in Legacy. Very very well positioned right now. I like the Dismembers because it gives me a way of killing Delvers that have been played on turn 1 or 2. And same thing with Deathrite Shaman. I lost a lot to like just a couple Deathrite Shamans that get underneath Chalice of the Void. Chalice of the Void, still a very good card, but we have to be able to deal with whatever they play on turn 1 and 2. So we got 2 Dismembers in the main deck, and we have 2 Dismembers in the sideboard. I played Spell Pierce at GP Vegas, but it was wrong. Everything that I want Spell Pierce for, Swansong would do better. And I mean, I learned this through talking with TuxDev, and I completely agree with him. Swansong is just better than Spell Pierce for what I'm trying to do. Like, I'm trying to counter stuff against Sneak and Show and things like that, and yeah, Swansong is just a hell of a lot better. And Flusterstorm, because I am going to still play with 4 Chalice of the Void, we're going to want Flusterstorm still against Miracles. You know, when they Snapcaster Mage, Flashback, Terminus, Flusterstorm is going to be there for us, and it's still pretty good against... what's it called? The white card out of Miracles, where you just name a card, and each player names a card, and you exile those cards. Echoing Truth, just, you know, just all around good card. Actually, very good against Reanimator, very good against any Merit Lage deck, and then just an all around good card in, you know, creature matchups like Death and Taxes, for example. Dismember, very good against Death and Taxes, love it. And we have some Grafdigger's Cages here as well for Reanimator, for Elves. It might be it. Oh, as Storm, it's good for Storm. But we do have a few more things, because we're playing with Umazawa's Jite, just all around good card against the Stoneblade decks and stuff like that. But I had so much trouble against Stoneblade at GP Vegas, and I see it's still enough Stoneblade online, so we're going to play with Manriki Gusari. This was Venser before, but Venser ended up being, I mean, it's a fine card, but it was always like an awkward 7th card that I'd be bringing in against a bunch of other decks. Like, I would very comfortably side in and out maybe 6 cards, and then I want to bring in this Venser, but I don't know what the last card I should cut. So anyway, that getting rid of Venser, I'm going to be playing with Manriki Gusari. So that's that, and let's go play round 1. We won the die roll. We're pretty weak to Wasteland, but on the other hand, we can cast like everything else in our hand. Well, I mean, most importantly, we can cast Smuggler's Copter. Can we crew it, though? Can't really crew it, except for maybe with Mutavault, but we do have Force Will backup. Yeah, I'm willing to keep this. We're going to start off with Mutavault because we know we're going to play turn 2 Copter. So we just don't get Wastelanded out of the game. And any extra blue source that we draw off the top of our deck will allow us to play Master of the Pearl Trident. And maybe one day True Name Nemesis.
Not today.
Oh, it's my... it's time for me to go. Okay, so... I don't know. It depends how lazy I am. You know, I've played against these guys enough that I should know what they're on by now, but I don't. Yeah, I think this guy's on Grixis Control, which is pretty bad for us. And that card's pretty bad for us. I'm not really willing to force a will it. I mean... I'm just going to 2-for-1 myself anyway, and probably they're going to take one of the things that hurt me. I mean, they'll take one of the things that hurt them anyway. Smugglers, they may not even take Smuggler's Copter because they play with Baleful Strix. This is assuming this is Grixis Control. I'm pretty sure this is Grixis Control. Played against this Arcan guy before. Or Arc 4N. Oh, but they take the Smuggler's Copter.
The biggest threat.
Probably. So we've got this island. You know, they're going to work with Perfect Information, but it's not a big deal. Just in case this is Grixis Delver, we're going to play that island. So that we can guarantee a Master of the Pearl Trident game cast. Trine Nemesis, not really super powerful in this matchup because of Liliana the Veil kills it. Engineered Plague kills it. Um, Everything kills it. There's so many ways for him to die. But we do have forcible backup, so we are going to play. We're still going to jam out True Name Nemesis, of course. But if I could, there's always the possibility of trying to cast him at 4 mana so that I can activate Mutavault and sack this guy to the Liliana the Veil. Grixis Control probably is one of the worst matchups for us because they render True Name Nemesis pretty useless. Oh yeah, there's Diabolic Edict. I totally forgot about that. That's another reason why I want to get to 4 mana. Maybe we're not even going to cast this True Name next turn. Maybe we're just gonna play Master of the Pearl Trident. Diabolic Edict is big game. Very big game.
Well, he's already at 14 life. Hasn't even done anything.
Well, they Thoughtseize, they Brainstormed, they Fetch twice. And then I did the last 2. Okay, so Ponder. This guy might be digging for some sort of answer to this True Name. It's about to get played. But, you know, they can play several I've been up against several copies of Engineered Plague. Oh my god, they play like 1 Engineered Plague. Do you know what that card does? You name a creature type, and all creatures in play of that type get -1/-1. It's an enchantment. I think a black and 2 colorless. Huh?
That doesn't sound too tough.
Well,
Merfolk's natural pump up ability.
yeah, but if they have 2 of them out, it kills all my lords. It kills everything, really. So if you have 1 out, True Name Nemesis can't survive.
Why don't you play with this card? Is it not blue?
No, it's black.
Blue to Delta.
Blue doesn't get anything except these card drawing and filtering spells.
Another good reason for blue to Delta. So many good black spells you not get one.
Let's get on the True Name train. So if you have Baleful Strix, I don't even care. Don't even care. Make you regret taking my copter.
Is that just black coffee? Is that just black coffee?
Yes, black coffee.
What a waste.
Well, what would you do with it?
If you
Red coffee?
You could have opened up a sewer cover and just drank out of the sewer for free if you...
McCafe, not bad. They make it's not the best coffee in the world, but it's not a bad coffee. And you know what? In Canada, they've got this promotion where if you buy... Well, I don't know if... I didn't see it in the States. They got this promotion that if you buy, like... it comes with a sticker, and if you get 9 coffees, you get 1 free. See? I got a free coffee right here. I just got it today. It might end up being the highlight of my day. So... The guy took one of my lords away. I got another lord. Unfortunately, these lords are sort of unreliable. What catastrophic event could happen? I might be better off just dismembering this thing, attacking for 5 with the Mutavault, and holding up Master of the Pearl Trident with Force Will to counter... there's a board wiping spell. But hold on, let's say attack for 7. I put him down to 4. Then he has to board wipe for at least 2. And then I can kill him off with Mutavault. I guess that's fine. 1 black, 2 colorless. Pay X life. Everything gets -X, -X.
Merfolk needs a big wave card. A sweeper. Board clearing card. It makes so much sense.
Well, they have stuff like that, but like...
No, Merfolk does not have stuff like that. Where's the anger of the gods for Merfolk?
It's called, like, upheaval, and they just return everything to everyone's hands.
No good. Not good enough. Just gotta go to the
Cyclonic Rift is probably something that you'd want. Oh no, this could be
Liliana.
the board wipe for 1. Oh no!
I called
Here's
it.
Liliana. Okay, so I'm slowly losing control over this game. We have to kill this thing. And pretty sure we have to kill Liliana. Yeah, let's just kill Liliana to be safe. Well, certainly don't like the position that we're in right now. That is not good.
He's got a 2-turn clock on your mutable.
Yeah, but he has 4 cards in hand.
Yeah, but they're junk.
All right, if you say so. I certainly hope so.
He's got like a squirrel in there, and she stands alone.
I guess a random blue card would be good. I wouldn't mind countering a Kolaghan's command. That's a random blue card. That is a random blue card.
Just take it. What are you gonna do? Spoke too soon.
I'm hoping for Kolaghan's command because it taps him out. Just to be told, Curse Catcher could also do the deal, but
Just to be tapped.
not reliably. Well, no. Oh, no. He has his own Force of Will. Exiling True Name Nemesis. So the guy's going to get Snapcaster Mage back. Okay. And we're going to lose our Mutavault. And we are probably going to lose this game. Opponent's at 3, has Snapcaster Mage in hand. No more True Name Nemesis, though.
Can you dismember that?
I can. And I most likely will. Because it's going to be in my way one way or another. Well, it's not totally useless.
Are you kidding?
Boom, fetches goes down to 2. So one hit with any creature is going to do it. Again, this is a control deck, though. I've used up my Dismembers, so any Baleful Strix on the board is going to be a real pain.
Come on, anything.
That's very awkward anything.
You can turn it into
Oh, no, they've got... Oh, he's going to call against command. Make me discard a card and probably return Snapcaster Mage back from the graveyard to their hand.
Can you Phantasmal Image the Snapcaster Mage?
I can't because the vial's on 1. If I could get it on 2.
But you have open mana.
I don't. No, he's doing it at my draw step. I had to do it at flash speed.
Oh. This game has too many rules.
Return Snapcaster Mage. How many? But there's no Kolaghan's command left in the graveyard, so that's good.
Whoop.
So we're going to get hit down to 9. In theory, we can still win, but our opponent's drawing a lot of cards, so... may not work as we want it to.
You should be playing this deck.
You say that about every deck that I'm losing to. You should be playing this deck.
Hey, when the deck works good, why not?
So I guess the best thing I'm hoping for is just like rip a True Name Nemesis off the top of the deck and then slam it and hope they don't have an Edict effect. Wow, going to 1. All right. One is the same as 2, I guess.
He's very confident.
Another Snapcaster Mage. Oh, desperation, that's for sure.
Triplets.
Is there a Bolt in this deck? So I'm going to really need this.
This anything.
Let's see what they do with the Ponder. Keep everything on top. Maybe shuffle. I'm hoping for a shuffle. Chooses not to shuffle. That's bad news. True Name Nemesis. Nope.
It's not useless.
It's not useless, but you know what? Our opponent kept all their cards on top, so they probably have some sort of removal spell or something good. Jace the Mind Sculptor. Okay.
Well, it's game over here, folks. We hope you enjoyed round 1.
No. Well, we'll see what they do. Are they gonna brainstorm or what? Because we can violin the Lord of Atlantis. Top card. Okay, so they're going to try to Fate Seal me. Hopefully it goes to the bottom. If it goes on top, then we are entirely dependent on this Lord of Atlantis. Put a card on the bottom. All right, so we have a chance. There's a Deathrite Shaman. If there is no... Well, I need a lot of things, actually. I need a Lord. Okay, so we need our opponent to not have Fatal Push, and we need to draw a Lord. Do I feel lucky? I've already gone through a few Lords.
Punk. Why don't you play with...
No, that's Fatal Push. Okay, we can concede.
Why don't you play with Chase?
Too expensive. See, you need 4 mana. You see how much mana I have out? It's only 3. It's difficult to get to 4 mana with Merfolk. Alright, so against this deck...
Versus all the times that you get the 1,000 Islands.
I am going to bring in Dismember strictly for Deathrite Shaman. That thing is basically their win condition against us. GT, not very good. Chalice, terrible. Because of Kolaghan's command. Smuggler's Copter is not that good. I guess we're going to keep probably 3 Aether Vials. I'll bring in the Fluster Storms. Bring in at least 1 Echoing Truth. I'm going to keep in Smuggler's Copter anyway, even though it can get blown up by Kolaghan's command and get brickwalled by Baleful Strix.
What's that white card?
And I'm definitely going to keep in all the Phantasmal Images just for Baleful Strix. I can copy it, draw a card, and then attack them. And if they want to trade, that's fine. If they don't want to trade, then they take damage.
What's that white card?
What white card? I don't have any white cards.
From the left, the 4th one.
What?
At the top.
Here?
No.
Here?
Top above.
This one? It's
Yeah.
not a white card, it's an artifact.
Well, whatever. What is
It's
it?
Manriki Gusari. An equipped creature can destroy equipment. So I can destroy Batter Skulls and Sword of Fire and Ices and these things. Umza's GT. Destroy that. I sort of want another Echoing Truth so I can bounce my own creatures to my hand. What to take out, though? I don't want to take out any Curse Catchers because it helps attack Kolaghan's command or Snapcaster Mage Kolaghan's command. I wonder if this is good. Just, like, who cares that they get a bird if I'm saving my board?
I have a bird, man.
Yeah, whatever. I'm just gonna keep it like this.
Yeah, this game used to be a lot simpler.
It's a tough match. It's a tough matchup, one way or another.
Chocolate first thing in the morning.
This hand sucks, but we're gonna keep it. Don't really have many options. Fortunately, I believe that this deck does not play Daze, so who cares what I do with this Lord of Atlantis. And now it sort of feels like they don't play with counterspells either. I think in this game I'm going to try to play around Liliana the Veil the best I can. Or any sort of Edict effect when I play True Name Nemesis. So when I play True Name, it is going to be with like Mutavault up. Fatal Push or not, you're going to hit for 3. Remember, this is the Engineered Plague deck, so it's not pleasant. If they don't have a sweeper, we could hit them for a ton of damage next turn. About 13 damage, actually.
You could play with Tide Hollow Scholar. It's fishing related.
So there's Toxic Deluge. That's what I was expecting. Okay, so Toxic Deluge will eat up these dummies. And now we will attempt to play a True Name Nemesis. Does it resolve? It does. It's good news. But they could have the Engineered Plague up their sleeves. Yeah, maybe I should have definitely found room for that Echoing Truth just for Engineered Plague. So many haymakers coming out of this deck. Okay, Baleful Strix, that's fine.
Can you Phantasmal Image that Baleful Strix?
I can. I can also Phantasmal Image my True Name Nemesis.
No, you don't want to do that.
I do. It's not bad.
What does the Baleful Strix do?
It's 1/1 Flying Death Touch creature. So, good thing we have all these Mutavaults. Okay, so what is the big deal if I play this Phantasmal Image or not? Okay, I'll just Phantasmal Image, copy True Name. Hopefully that's enough to win. Hopefully Engineered Plague does not happen. I think I just have to be very aggressive, force this deck to have the answers, and that's about it. This going long against this deck sucks.
Didn't you just sell a Misty Rainforest?
I did.
For how much?
A little over 100, but it was
Wow.
it was a foil one from Zendikar.
2 more days and that laptop comes in.
Okay, Toxic Deluge is going to come down. Not going to be catastrophic because we can Echoing Truth our True Name Nemesis back to our hand. And they're going to take a bunch of life, too. Oh, no, they're going to take 1 life, sorry. And if they force a will to go to 7, we still have a Mutavault on the table. So yeah, I'm definitely going to find room for that Echoing Truth.
The Phantasmal Image came with it.
It did. Has the same name.
Birds of a feather. Fly together.
And I think from here, if I play Phantasmal Image, I'm probably not representing lethal, so I'm just going to hold this thing in my hand. And I'm going to hold the Vial in my hand just in case they play Kolaghan's Command, make me discard a card, and bring the Snapcaster Mage back to their hand.
Who was Kolaghan?
You know what's going to be really bad, though? Oh, no! Oh, no! That's bad. Okay, I didn't see that coming. Goodbye, Phantasmal Image. In a lot of ways, this can go bad. Yeah, okay, so I'm gonna have nothing. Drew Phantasmal Image. Poorly timed. Alright, so our opponent is stabilized. I tried to maybe I should just play that Phantasmal Image there. No, would it have mattered? They could have Diabolic Edict. I would lose 1 anyway. I'm not sure. There's the Kolaghan's Command, and here comes bad stuff.
This isn't fair.
No, it's not. It's not very fair at all. But that's how it is against Grixis control. And that's why, like, I played against a lot of Grixis control in my preparation for GP Vegas, and that's why this is like half the reason why I felt like True Name Nemesis felt like trash.
Who's Grixis?
Grixis? Black, red, blue.
Like
it's just the
Abzan.
colors.
Like Abzan.
Yeah, like Abzan. Great. Another Snapcaster Mage. What you got here? What's in your graveyard? You don't even care. Just going for the Brainstorm. Sure, you're at 7 life. Why not? Ugh. That Toxic Deluge was so good for us, and we just didn't pull through after that. But you know what? They found Snapcaster Mage, so they could have just probably Snapcastered Toxic Deluge back, but I'm not sure.
Snapcasted.
Yeah.
Snapcastered.
Sure. Into Turok me.
That's another good black spell.
It's not. It's actually not that great, but it's working out pretty well for our opponent. Now they have a Jace the Mind Sculptor, and now they left a card on top, so we're probably dead. That's not bad. I guess they can deal with it, but like.
Say in the comments if you think my brother should go back to blue-black splashes.
So our only hope is our opponent just drew total trash with that spell. We'll see. Well, it will all depend on how frisky the Snapcaster Mage is. If it attacks, then our opponent has everything. If it doesn't attack, which it didn't, then that means our opponent is in trouble. Well, Kolaghan's Command. Blow up Curse Catcher. Oh, Snapcaster Mage, Kolaghan's Command. But make me discard a card for sure. Do you have any other creatures to bring back? Oh, the Baleful Strix. Yeah.
Relentless. I guess that's why they call it Grixis Control.
It's pretty good at doing its job. It's not bad. That's a problem too. All of this is a problem. We are so dead. Dead beyond belief. There's like 2 Grixis control players out of the 100 people playing in this tournament. Why am I paired up against this guy?
It was meant to be.
I guess so.
This snot-nosed little goblin.
And opponent is...
I assume that's an actual photograph of your opponent.
Yeah, I guess so, yeah. Just like that's an actual photograph of me over there in the corner.
Sure.
I'd love to bring Pithing Needle or something in against this deck, but it doesn't even matter. Like, because of Kolaghan's Command. Maybe I need to fight back with, like, Swan Song and stuff. I just need to bring in, like, a ton of counter spells that can interact with those stupid cards. Wow, this deck plays a lot of land. I never knew or realized it. It's a ton of basics. Or is it not basics, that's just a ton of land in general. That's bad news. We're drawing another land, probably. Our opponent has just tons of spells.
You'll come back from this.
I doubt it.
He's gonna get diarrhea and he's gonna have to leave.
Oops. Skipped through my turn, but it's probably not relevant. We have a 3-turn clock with Mutavault, and they have a 2-turn clock with their Baleful Strix and Snapcaster Mages, and now they've got a 1-turn clock with 3 Snapcaster Mages, a Baleful Strix, and a Lightning Bolt. But I can block with my Mutavault, so we are going to do it. Because why not?
Alright, stop with the cards already.
It's what the deck does.
Guy's taking like 10 turns in the space of 1 turn.
You know what? I don't ever recall them like keeping him to Turok against me post board. I don't remember. If I knew that, maybe I would have just dumped my hand with like Phantasmal Image when I had the chance. Play the Phantasmal Image on the board, copy the True Name Nemesis. If they edict me, whatever. Can't play around everything. But it's all bad. Like they could just slam Engineered Plague and kill both of them at once. Not that I can really do much about that. Fun fact, whatever you name with Engineered Plague, Mutavault is going to get -1/-1. And there's no way around it. Mutavault's everything. All creature types.
It is everything and nothing.
Yeah, I guess so.
It is the Alpha and the Omega. The beginning and the end.
All right, they won the match. This is a catastrophic matchup for round one, but there's still 6 more rounds to go, so more, there's still hope on my entry feedback. Damn it!
Yes, there's still hope.
So we're going to thank our patrons supporting me on Patreon, and we're also going to thank themanabase.com for being our sponsor. This has been Nikachu and his brother playing Merfolk in Legacy.